This is justice because they also fed you. We will put a bill also. They also educated you in Fatima College. You are also sleeping, enjoying in a beautiful room. And so you should not ask anything. You should not ask. This is justice. But justice must be tempered by charity. That is second paragraph. Read the second paragraph.
The institute, however, is to show equity and evangelical charity towards the member who is separated from it.
Yeah, institute must show charity. Okay, போனா போதுமா ஏதாவது ஒரு கல்யாணத்துக்காவது ஒரு அரை பவுன் போடுறோம் நாங்க போனா போதும். அரை பவுன்ல தாலி கூட செய்ய முடியாதுன்னு திட்டுறாங்க. சரி சரி ஒரு பவுனுக்கு வாங்க like that. So to buy something, the institute can help. Okay, we will try to accommodate you in our this middle school. We give you salary of 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees only same day. So some reasonable amount. Like institute must show equity. Equity is justice tempered by mercy. Evangelical charity. One congregation says, what is your charisma? Get up. Adimatta pengalukku vidudalai. Molla adimatta sistergalukku vidudalai. So they are saying like that. So those who are at the lower ebb of the society, they are going to give liberation, it seems, one congregation. So that is it. So you have to help them also. You have to help them in a way to really come up in life. In our diocese, I remember way back when we celebrated the Silver Jubilee or Golden Jubilee of the Minor Seminary, all the priests, together with Cardinal Lyons, who is the priest of our diocese, contributed some money at that time and created a fund. And from the interest, we decided to help all those seminarians who are sent out of the diocese, ex-seminarians. Ex-seminarians fund was created on the occasion of Silver Jubilee. Like that also, every congregation can have ex-sisters fund also, at least to help them for the first 3 years. Because they were members, you should have consideration for them, concern for them. Somehow or other they were former members. So it was a very good proposal, I thought. We should have concern for them. Okay. That is with regard to that. Sometimes there is an extraordinary situation, immediate expulsion. Immediately the member has to be expelled. Expulsion. So suppose somebody did some serious mistake. So many people are against the convent, ready to burn the convent. Here and all you can't give canonical warning. Before the canonical warning will be, the convent will be destroyed. So what? Immediately shift the sister to a safer place. If it is the major superior can send the sister away. If major superior can't be contacted, local superior can take the sister away. That others, the property may not be damaged. There is no threat to the lives of others. Then you start the process depending on the gravity of the offense. That is treated in Canon 703, immediate expulsion of the sisters. That is emergency situation. Emergency situation. 703. Can somebody read 703?
In case of great external scandal or of extremely great and imminent harm to the institute, a member can be expelled from the house by the major superior.
In case of grave scandal and at once there is danger to the institute, congregation.
If there is danger in delay, this can be done by the local superior with the consent of his or her council.
Yeah, even local superior can do it sometime. Yeah.
The major superior, if need be, is to introduce a process of dismissal in accordance with the norms of law or refer the matter to the apostolic see.
Yeah, in these cases, either afterwards you start the process or inform the police. You need not wait for the process. You might have heard about the case of Sister Vanessa Selvi and all, no? There was no time to start the process. She can't be allowed, then there is danger to the life, to the other community and all. So this is a case of extreme situation. You have to take action that day. Afterwards start the process and inform the police like that. Okay, now time for questions. Anything?
Father,
Yes.
you said that the sister disappears
Yes.
from the community for
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
And after 6 years, she comes with the 2 children.
Hmm.
You said that it can be, we can.
So, I was telling you, your membership, okay, first if you answer this basic principle, other thing will be easy. When does your membership ceases or comes to an end? Only two ways. One is dispensation, sign, or dismissal, notify.
Is she not automatically dismissed?
Automatically dismissed. Can I read Canon 694 again? 694.
She was not even married now. Marriage?
But you did not. Without marriage, she comes with 2 children. Automatically dismissed. But you have to notify the member. Second paragraph, what is it? They should declare. Declaration time, they also inform the member. When it is notified to the member, she ceases to be member. That's what I did. She comes not 6 years. One sister left perpetual profession 25. After 60 years, she comes 85. Still you have to give appointment. By lapse of time, nobody loses membership. Only by dismissal or dispensation. She was never dismissed. She was never dispensed. Then she continues to be member. That's what I am trying to say. Giving birth to children without marriage also, doesn't it? Okay, if you civilly marry, she is dismissed. But then it has to be notified to the member, only then she ceases to be member. Good. Anything else?
Suppose a member doesn't sign in the dispensation.
It has to be sent back to the OLC. Then, suppose the member has done any of the acts mentioned in 696, then you have the council meeting, give the first canonical warning. Normal procedure for dismissal. A girl fell in love with a boy, wanted to marry him, sent for dispensation, applied for dispensation. Before dispensation came, the boy married somebody else. Now she says, I want to continue as sister only till I find another boy. Till I find another boy is my addition, okay? You already understand. Understood, very good. Thank you for understanding. Another boy. So, but she is giving a scandalous life. She will be looking for one boy after another. What can we do? You are going after boys every time. If there is a convent driver also, you are too friendly with him. All the time you are going with alone. Something basically wrong. If you don't correct, give the first canonical warning. Second canonical warning, still again report. Then you dismiss. Ask her explanation. That's it. You have to dismiss or get dispensation. Some people don't want dispensation. Don't want dispensation. In those cases, they have to be at least dismissed. The Holy Father, Pope Benedict XVI, made the dispensation of the priest a bit more easy to obtain. In 2009, he said, some should have never become priests only. So they are priests now, they are asking for dispensation. Why do you ask them to be priests? They made a mistake, or we made a error of judgment. So he says, we will give both dismissal and dispensation together. He has given the congregation for clergy the power. So, but what are the conditions? One thing is, the person should have completed 40 years of age. If it is more than 40, please. No. Then at least 5 years in an attempted marriage, in an invalid marriage, civil marriage, 5 years married. Subject to these two conditions, already he is married, why to 5 years? So he left at the age of 35, then 40 completed, 5 years, he is married already outside, living with family. Please dismiss him and also dispense him from obligations of priestly life. Now it has become, formerly priest getting dispensation is very rare. It was not given. Now, if priests are over 40 and already in a union for 5 years, then within 6 months you can get the dispensation. In order to help them at least to live as laymen. But their priesthood is not taken away. They are dispensed from the obligations of priesthood. Even they, what can they do? One thing they can do. 976, read that canon. Even excommunicated priest, married priest, only one thing they are allowed to do. 976, please read 976. Any priest. The general principle is, where the lawgiver has not distinguished, we should not distinguish. Any priest.
Even though he lacks the faculty to hear confessions, can validly absolve any penitence.
Any priest, any penitent, absolve any penitent, yes.
Who are in danger of death. From any censures and sins, even if...
Any censures and sin. See, the word any is used 3 times. Any priest, any penitent, yeah. You are traveling by bus, suddenly bus meets with an accident. You feel your death is fast approaching. There is a married priest only. Or there is an Orthodox priest who is not Catholic. Protestant priest we don't recognize, no priesthood. Orthodox priest. So you can confess with him and have your sins absolved. Any priest, any penitent. Even if another priest, you are going, your own brother is there traveling with you, who is a priest. But you feel uneasy. What my brother, if he hears I committed all these sins, he may die of heart attack. So there is only an Orthodox priest or married priest. You want to go and confess to him. Allowed. Because only chance, last chance. So law doesn't want to make a restriction there. 976. Only that he can do. Otherwise you should not celebrate Mass, do other things. If people are in danger of death, he can hear confessions. Even this priest who is dismissed. Because priesthood is valid. Only he is prohibited, prevented from exercising priesthood. Exercising priesthood. Like a baptized person becomes a Hindu. When he wants to come back, you don't once again baptize. Same thing with regard to the priesthood also. If he comes back, let him feel sorry, make a good confession. He is excommunicated, remove the excommunication. Okay, anything else? Okay, come back to profession after novitiate. What do you mean by profession? Actually, I'm going from backwards, doesn't matter. Now, canon 654, that's also important before we go to the others. What do you mean by religious profession? 654. Please read that canon also. Because you have already professed, also going to temporarily profess some of you. What is the meaning of religious profession, perpetual profession? Yes?
By religious profession, members make a public vow to observe the 3 evangelical councils.
That's what religious profession means. You make a public vow to observe the evangelical counsels. Yes.
Through the ministry of the church, they are consecrated to God and are incorporated into the institute with the rights and duties defined by the law.
What is the consequence of profession? One thing we already said beginning, consecration to God. Second one is you become one body with the congregation. That's why there is solemn embracing and kissing. You are welcomed as a member of the congregation. You have rights and obligations. Normally all members have the same obligation and rights, only perpetually professed have some extra rights. So you become a member by profession. Okay, 655. Read that.
Temporary profession is to be made for the period defined by the institute's own law.
So, in your congregation, it is, as Joseph Lyons, 3 years, first time. So, another congregation may say even first profession is for 1 year. Allowed. Policy does not command, because don't apply, impose your own ideas into other congregations. 3 years only we should be, don't say. Here, policy has given freedom. Institute's own law. So they are thinking after these 2 years of novitiate, at least they want to be 3 years, like that they are thinking. Sometimes these 3 years itself to bear some of the juniors is terrible only. So some congregations have 2 years, some other congregations have 1 year only. Let her go, already first year itself. This woman has made for 3 years and is just tolerating the 3 years instead of living joyfully. That's why other congregations. Now your chapter can decide, general chapter can decide. Hereafter, even the juniors, when they make first profession, only for 1 year, if they want. So it is left to your freedom. Okay, continue.
This period may not be less than 3 years, nor longer than 6 years.
So normally, temporary, to make perpetual profession, minimum requirement is 3 years of temporary profession. Maximum is 6 years. And extension is 3 years. Altogether 9 years only possible. But this is exception. This 3 years is exception. Some of you, ஒன்னும் சரியில்லைன்னா இன்னும் 3 வருஷம் extend பண்ணலாம். But after 9 years, congregation can take a decision and you have to take a decision. So give me 10th year also, nothing doing, go away. Or if you think you are not suitable, please ask for extension. Please sister, I am not fully prepared to commit myself perpetually. So you know, minimum is 3 years, maximum is 6 years, exception is 3 more years. So some congregations, in our congregation we make only in the 8th year, some are saying they went for studies. I don't know how Holy See allows them. If I am the canonist, I will not allow. Everybody making 8th year, it is your stupidity. It is only 6 years. Maximum is 6 years. 6 years. In constitution they have put rightly. But then every time the whole batch is 8th year, 9th year. That is wrong. Wrong on the part of the superiors. No, Father, they did not have community experience, Father. They were doing their studies, Father. But they were in vows now. Whether you have community experience, all type of experience they already had. They were in vows. They should not do like this. This sister was in mission, Father. Is it a punishment for her in mission to postpone her perpetual profession? So Holy See is also sometimes takes my view seriously. And they say, if Father Raipa says it's okay also. Sometimes. This is what he said. Or change your constitution. How can you, for the whole batch, you simply, all the batch students are stupid, irresponsible, not pious? Don't go on postponing batch by batch after 6 years. Individuals you postpone. Individuals you postpone if they are unsuitable, they are wavering. They are sisters only by the cross they are wearing. Otherwise nothing. Otherwise nothing. Okay, continue sister. Next canon. What is the minimum requirement for valid profession, temporary profession? Read that.
The validity of the temporary profession is,
I think you all made temporary profession validly, no?
yes,
You check this.
that the person making it has completed at least the 18th year of age.
Were you 18 when you made temporary profession? Yes, Father. They are valid also. Then
That the
continue.
novitiate has been made validly.
Novitiate has been made validly.
that the admission has been granted freely by the competent superior after a vote of his or her council.
Freely. Did you force the superior to give admission? No. Okay, then it is valid. Then
That the profession be expressed and made without force, grave fear or deceit.
yeah. Did you cheat and make profession? Cheating anything, or did your mother tell you to profess? Now you are saying no. Some sisters go away after the death of the mother because mother asked me to become sister. That means there was force, there was fear. Profession, they were there. Some of the priests after the death of the parents, they go away because they were priests because of the parents. Force, fear, all these make the ordination invalid and also profession also invalid. Then
That the profession be received by the lawful superior personally or through another.
here, public vow is received in the name of the church by the lawful superior or the delegate. So same thing for perpetual profession. Here only age is increased. Minimum age is 21. Are you already 21? Yes, but you look 18 also, some people. So you should have completed 21 years of age. Then minimum 3 years in temporary profession. That is also okay. So these are the two extra qualities for perpetual profession. Then extension, all those things are given. You should know the implication of the profession and then do likewise. Okay, we will stop now. Only then we will take some things at 3 o'clock. Important things which you want to ask. I have to go for the mass. I have wasted the traffic.